Was it a bribe or was it gifts from a lover? The Sowetan actually puts it nicely this morning on their front page. They say, was it girlfriend allowance or cool drink? What do you think of the testimony of Rachel Matjeng, who testified at the Madlanga Commission yesterday? In fact, before we even look at her testimony, can we just take some time to appreciate the staff members at the Madlanga Commission? What stellar work is this? They come prepared every single day with every single witness. The commissioners are prepared, the evidence leaders are prepared, and kudos to the team that works behind the scenes, the people we don't see, the investigators, the lawyers, the security team, the hospitality team, you name it. We always say when things don't go right and when we are disappointed with the commission, and I think we should continue to be critical of the commission and criticize where we feel it's necessary. But I think we must also appreciate the work that they do. I mean, have you seen how the witnesses have been crumbling on the stand at the commission? It's extraordinary. Yesterday, it was Rachel Matjeng who testified. And if, guys, these are our leaders in the SAPS, we are in trouble. It's a crime scene. The SAPS is a crime scene. How can it be that so many top cops were seemingly captured by Kat Matlala? This Rachel Matjeng woman has no shame whatsoever in describing the relations that she had with Kat, even with all that she knew about him. How did Kat Matlala manage to have the back of such top cops? Forget the normal, ordinary, like lower ranking officers. How was Kat Matlala managing to have the back of a whole hawk's head in KwaZulu-Natal? Lesitja Senona. How did he manage to have the back of a whole head of organized crime in Gauteng, Richard Shibiri? How did he manage to have the back of a whole national police commissioner, Shadrach Sibiya? Of Witness F, who's a sergeant who testified this week, of Brown Mokhotsi. I can go on and on, the top agent, and many other cops. I don't know how he was able to do it, but that was so strategic of him to do that. It now makes sense. So let's connect the dots about what came out yesterday, because I'm interested in your thoughts. The Rachel Matjeng woman, she oversaw Kat Matlala's tender, right? Just months before Kat Matlala's contract was cancelled, there was a total of about 300,000 rand that was paid into an account of a butchery, which this woman, Rachel Matjeng, provided to Kat when Kat asked for a bank account that's not hers, because this woman is friends with the owner of the butchery. But this woman now says, no, I didn't receive that money. All that 300,000 that was sent to this butchery, I didn't receive it. Because apparently, Kat Matlala owed the butchery over 338,000. So all of that money that flowed to the butchery, she didn't receive it. But she had forgotten that the commission has seen text messages of her to Kat saying, got it. Confirming that she has received the very same monies that Kat sent to this butchery. Oh, this reminds me of Digital Vibes. Remember with Digital Vibes, that's how the money was distributed. They found a supermarket in Pietermaritzburg. They found someone who owns a supermarket there and money flowed there. And then from there, where did it go? To a certain family. And you know which family. That's how they steal money, these people. So, 338,000 goes into this butchery, but then she told Kat Matlala that, hey, I've got the payment. But she wants to tell the commissioners that, no, I didn't really receive the money because the Kat Matlala owes the butchery a lot of money because he used to come take meat there and just help the community. So the lady who is her friend didn't give her the money because the lady said, yeah, but Kat owes me. Huh? And yet, she didn't stop Ket Matlala from making another 100,000 rand to the very same account. I mean, if someone is giving you money through a third party and that money is not getting to you because that third party says that person owes them, why would you allow your boyfriend, quote unquote, to send money to the very same third party when you have not received other tranches of money? When Ket Matlala had issues with his contract, by the way, guess who intervened? She did. She appealed to service providers. So let's look at it. 113,000 rand was given to this woman by Ket Matlala before this contract, this 360 million rand contract. And then the amounts escalated after the contract was awarded. And yet, the very same woman who's receiving these amounts was tasked with overseeing the implementation of the same tender that Ket Matlala had scored. Now tell me, how is this not gratification for her assistance in managing this Medicare contract for Matlala in the police? I mean, Matlala rented out cars for her. He bought her Ozempic. Khomotso Phahlane, that a lot of people were also praising just the other day, right? Be having sympathy towards him. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, because I'm sympathetic if someone was just kicked out of office for nefarious reasons. But I think we have this tendency of celebrating people. We go with the wind sometimes. Like when Becky Cele spoke, someone even called us, had the guts to say, give Becky Cele his flowers. Are you kidding me? And even with Khomotso Phahlane, we were doing exactly that. And then when more was revealed about Becky Cele, now people are stepping back. It's like, oops. Now, Khomotso Phahlane knew Ket Matlala. He chose not to talk about it and put it in his statement when he appeared before the ad hoc committee. Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think Khomotso Phahlane, who's appearing before an ad hoc committee, would leave out such an important detail when he knows that the committee's central person here is Ket Matlala and the relations he has had with everybody else? Khomotso Phahlane knew about the relationship this woman had with Ket Matlala. This woman was facilitating meetings for Khomotso and Ket. If you have a relationship with Ket Matlala and it's so innocent, why do you need a third party to facilitate that meeting for you? And then you know that we'll meet at the same spot. What does that even mean? And all these meetings are happening, by the way, early last year. Was Ket Matlala not in the papers early last year? Already he was. He was linked to, accused of being involved in the Tembisa corruption. Ket Matlala was already being accused of so many things. There were questions about the 360 million rand tender also. There were worries about the criminal investigation into an attempted assassination of his partner. And yet Khomotso Phahlane, during that entire time, is still pushing to meet with Ket Matlala. Now take a listen to what she said yesterday, this Rachel Matjeng, as she was testifying, explaining the monies that flowed and the relationship that she had with Ket Matlala.
Possible.
Amen.
And also what is also possible is calling your significant other names. For example, I know someone who used to call their partner Abuti. It was weird for me, but it was Abuti. That's what she used to call him. So it's possible. Do I think that she's telling the truth? No, she's not telling the truth. But there are variables that are possible.
Yeah, hectic. Okay, two things that are important there. So you used to receive, so that listener says she used to receive 80,000 a month. You see, it happens, guys. There are people who receive like 80,000 a month or 100,000 a month just as an allowance from your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your partner. Can we also get recreated boyfriend allowance? Can we get boyfriend allowance at 80,000 a month? What? Jay, just like, just do whatever you want to do, babe. But the other part of that voice note says, this listener says she knows of someone who used to call their partner, their boyfriend or husband, Abuti, meaning brother. And that's where I said I agree with this woman. Like, not everybody who's in a relationship is too lovey-dovey and, oh, my baby, my angel. No. There are some people like us who are not as romantic like that. Like, me, if you call me Clement Manyathela, I'm good. that's endearing to me. Or call me Madimecha. I'm good. It's not babe or my angel that's going to tickle my fancy. So people are different is the point I'm trying to make. Easy. You are in Midrand. What are your thoughts? Hi. Easy.
Hi, Clement.
Dirinda.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay, man. Do you pay? Are you married?
Come again?
Are you married?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Do you pay an allowance?
Not really.
Oh,
It
okay.
depends. But look, Clement, just to correct my brother over there about the 300 grand,
Yeah.
thinking it's somehow impossible. Clement, I beg to differ with him. It depends on the tax bracket, bruh.
Yes, it does.
People who
True.
are living life.
Mm.
It's not like me and you. There's people who are living life. But that's not the reason I called Clement. Look, I wanted to slightly deflect on but still on the topic, on the question of the Brigadier's relationship with Cat Matlala. Look, Clement, I think this was bound to happen. For as long as we are not willing to introduce mandatory lifestyle audits and stringent processes of vetting for people who are holding positions of higher authority, will still be here post Madlanga Commission. People are not willing to subject people to these stringent processes of vetting and mandatory lifestyle audit. To an extent, yes, and indeed, Clement, people, this is symptomatic of the type of a society we are. This is a macrocosm of our society. For example, I work in this other office. Each time you tell a person, now I'm working in this particular office, they're like, wow, what are the chances of you organizing me a tender or hooking me up with people? So people from supply chain and authorities must be subjected to mandatory lifestyle audits. Because our society is also corrupting us.
Yeah, true. Yeah, easy in Midrand. Absolutely. Thanks for your call, Pastor Williams. What do you think? You're in Pretoria.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Clement.
Sure.
Yeah. My point is that this woman, honestly speaking, the money that she was receiving, it was for cold drink, nothing much. And when people are in a relationship, because it was not an official relationship that she can body and say, I was in a romantic relationship with this guy, So the fact of the matter is that this lady, the money that he was getting was for cold drink. That's it.
Pastor William, thank you. Semi, you're in Centurion. What do you think?
Good morning, Clement.
Sure.
Clement, now I believe that this woman was getting this money from Matlala as whatever they want to call it, girlfriend, that allowance whatsoever. And then my risk is this. Remember, Matlala was not looking for this money, right? He's not like me and you. So for him, it was just a bottomless pit. He knows that he's just going to get it anyway. So for him to give him 360,000 rands, whatever amount, as this so-called girlfriend allowance, as they call it, I don't see how it could be impossible. Not that she isn't corrupt person. I mean, it doesn't make sense that you'll have a girlfriend and then suddenly she'll be the one who's responsible for giving you out a tender.
Well, overseeing, not necessarily giving it out, but overseeing the implementation of that tender. And when Cat Matlala has issues with service providers, this woman used to intervene. Because she probably knew that, hey, I'm in this for some big bucks, so I need this contract to move.
Yeah, so I don't decide. Like, for me, it's not a surprise that he was giving this money because it was from theft, and I think it's also unfair for the commissioner to say you guys were not using endearment terms. I mean, I've got a girlfriend. She calls me Say, I call her by name.
Yeah, that's where
that's what's written.
Yeah.
That's what's written on our identity document. So it's not like everybody will go on, honey, what, no.
So, but you've got days when you call your baby, like Mutwahao baby, no, Semi?
Yeah, sometimes, but normally call each other by our name.
But you see, in this case, when you look at all these text messages, there's no way where there's even a baby or love. Give Mr. V, Lidiva fell.
It's even with me when I Clement. I mean, throughout the year, where we find her calling me Paige, it's when like maybe she's seen that there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm not well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe she's concerned. Yeah. Maybe I'll call her maybe Paige. Sometimes I don't know when, but I don't see strange. Yeah, I don't see why it's strange for people not to call each other Paige.
All right, Sabine Centurion, thank you. Oh, yeah. There are people like that. There are people like that.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.